This is question number 8 of problem of QZ5 for the first half chapter of chapter 5. If you were offered this amount of money 13 years ago from now, in return for an investment of $1,000 currently, what annual rate of return would you earn if you took the offer? Right, we know the relationship between the future, basically this is the future value and 1,000 is the present value. We know the relationship between these two numbers, right? Future value equals the present value times 1 plus interest rate raised to the power of, in this case, 13, because the future value will be received 13 years from today. So basically this question will ask us to solve out that interest rate, which will make the equation balanced. So how do we solve out that interest rate? We can, let me open a different worksheet, and basically future value that equals, let me just, yes, 3065.80, right? And present value, that's gonna be 1,000, and n, which stands for the number of years, 13. So we know that future value equals present value times 1 plus interest rate raised to the power of n. Right, we know this relationship. So how do we solve out R, basically, right? We need to solve out this R. This is what basically this question is asking. So we can divide both sides by present value, right? And then you switch the sides, then the equation will become 1 plus R raised to the power of n equals FV divided by PV. So 1 plus R raised to the power of n will equal to FV divided by PV. So now if you raise both sides to the power of 1 over n, n times 1 over n that become 1, right? So 1 plus R, 1 plus R raised to the power of 1 simply equals 1 plus R. And that will equal to future value divided by present value. And this entire thing raised to the power of 1 over n, right? Because both sides need to do the same operation in order to balance the equation. So now R will equal to this entire chunk, right? Just copy that, save some effort in typing. This entire chunk and subtract 1. Yeah, basically move the 1 to the other side, and we can solve out this R. So now I can use this equation to solve out R. Basically just plug in the number, right? FV divided by PV, and then raised to the power of 1 over n, and finally subtract 1. So then we have to double check on whether this is good enough by rounding to the nearest whole part. Yeah, so that's gonna be 9. Yeah, check my answer. Correct.